Support for Mountain Stage is provided by Digital Relativity, a tradigital marketing agency crafting holistic strategies that engage and educate customers by pairing digital and traditional advertising to grow your business. More info at digitalrelativity.com.
There's a spring in the mountain and it flows down to the town.
From NPR Music and West Virginia Public Broadcasting, with support provided by Bailey and Glasser and by the West Virginia Tourism Office. Welcome to another Mountain Stage with your host, Kathy Mattea.
There's a song in my heart, just a simple little tune, but the rhythm and the melody won't leave me alone. Around the world it's just a simple song. This world is turning around, a simple song. Thank you. Hello. Welcome once again to Mountain Stage. Live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. I'm Kathy Mattea, and we are back at our home, the Culture Center Theater, with a live audience once again here in Charleston, West Virginia. We're so glad to be with those of you here and with you there listening on the radio. And what a talent-packed show we have. This week we welcome back Rodney Crowell with his great band. And the next hour, a very special return. For the third time, we're glad to welcome back Colin. He also brought a bunch of great musicians. Later this hour, we'll hear a set from Nobody's Girl, a trio of ladies, Betty Sue, Rebecca Loby, and Grace Pettis, who've become a folk supergroup on their own. And we'll welcome back one of the most distinct and beautiful voices we've been so lucky to hear over the years. Amy Speace will be with us. Well, we're going to start the show tonight with our first performer. It's his first time on Mountain Stage. He's an acoustic guitar whiz. He's a singer and a songwriter. He was born in Annapolis, Maryland, but he lives in Nashville now. His parents were both bluegrass musicians. His mom, Sue Raines, was a member of the Buffalo Gals in the 70s. It's an early all-female bluegrass group, and I have to say, I remember our banjo player in college hearing them at Skyline and becoming quite smitten, and I was kind of jealous, actually, at the time. His latest album is Motivational Speakeasy. It's produced by Kenneth Pattengale of the Milk Carton Kids, and it's a solo record, just Jordan and his guitar, inspired by an evening at a Leo Kottke performance. Please welcome, for the first time, Jordan Tice.
Thank you so much.
Tell me, mama, tell me true. Tell me exactly what you wanna do, 'cause I don't know. And it's almost time to go. Yeah, I can play my guitar, I can sing my songs. Oh, but you're about the best thing that I've got going on. So tell me, dear, oh, what are we doing here? Oh, the little rooster crowing in his early morning way. Well, he gets my mind to wondering if you're coming round today. Let me know, 'cause I've got places I should probably go. Will you give a mouse a cookie? He asks you for a drink. You give me some of your lovin', and now it's all that I can think about all day. So hear me when I say, oh, tell me, mama, oh, tell it to me too. Oh, tell me exactly what you wanna do, 'cause I don't know. And it's almost time to go.
Thanks so much. It's real great to be here. It's an honor to be a part of this amazing lineup and in this beautiful part of the country too. Thanks for coming out. Here's a song called Walkin'. Well, I'm always walking round, old street by street and town to town, 'cause it's the best way I found to keep my spirits up and my worries down. Mind distracted with the constant sound of my heels shuffling and my footsteps pound. Walking round's the way I'm wound, and there ain't no telling where I'm bound. But I hear you say, you're gonna have to settle down someday. And I hear just what you're telling me, and in fact I even used to agree. I was quite settled down with the company of a gal I thought would love me endlessly. Then one day she came and said that she was leaving for eternity, and I never felt so terribly. So I started walking around to see what I could see, and I realized then, well, that everything we know is gonna come to an end. So I hit the road, and here's what I found. Old New York down to Nashville town. Cranes going up to the sky and then down. Building on what's been torn down, and people for a while they come around and then set off to some other place bound. And all these experiences compound that the whole world's humming to the constant sound of wheels in spin. Oh, and nothing's ever quite the same again. Well, ever since the dawn of time, there's only been one type of reason or rhyme. Everything born eventually dies, the universe expands and leaves it behind. Stay and move, it's just the grand design. That's why I think it's alright that I'm inclined to never to one place bind, and never to just one fate resign. And always seeing what I can find, 'cause it seems the whole world was created by a rambling mind. Thanks so much. All right, here's an instrumental tune. I like to play a lot of kind of instrumental guitar music in addition to singing and writing songs. And this is kind of in the ragtime vein. I released a record back in 2016 called Horse County, and this is on there. It's not the title track. The title track's called Horse County. This is the Vice title track called Horse County Rag. Thanks so much. That's the Horse County Rag. Thanks again. I got one more. It's an honor to be here. Thanks for being here, and hope to see you all out there sometime soon. This one's called Matter of Time. It's from my record Motivational Speakeasy.
Mama said, relax, boy, lighten up your load. Don't bring too much down life's long, hard road. Just do what you can, move a little more down the line. You're gonna make it where you're going in a matter of time. People gonna try and build you up, others knock you down, but most just kinda smile and nod when you're coming round. So do what you can, move a little more down the line. You're gonna make it where you're going in a matter of time. Open up the paper, see it's all just one big mess. Turn and talk to anybody that you meet, and they'll tell you what's best. Or just do what you can, move a little more down the line. You're gonna make it where you're going in a matter of time. 'Cause you might know just where you were on the day that you were born, but the Lord knows where you're gonna be when old Gabriel blows his horn. So do what you can and move a little more down the line. You're gonna make it where you're going in a matter of time. In a matter of time. Oh, in a matter of time. Mama said, relax, boy, lighten up your load. Don't bring too much down life's long, hard road. Just do what you can, move a little more down the line. You're gonna make it where you're going in a matter of time. You're gonna make it where you're going in a matter of time. You're gonna make it where you're going in a matter of time.
Thank you all so much. Really appreciate it.
Jordan Tice. Jordan Tice. Jordan's played as a sideman with some of the hottest acts in bluegrass, including Mark Schatz and Tony Trischka, and in a few cutting-edge instrumental ensembles, including the supergroup Hawktail. My band, when I told them last night that Jordan was on the show, pressed me against the wall, just explaining to me all the things that he does. His latest album is Motivational Speakeasy. He also has a new EP that comes out later this year. That's 5 instrumentals that he said emerged from his guitar hanging out alone during the lockdown. That one will be called Yesteryear, and his latest album is Motivational Speakeasy. As we're taping this show, we are mourning the loss of one of the great singer-songwriters of my generation. Nancy Griffith passed away. And we've been on the phone and texting constantly with friends, telling stories and remembering songs and listening to records that have marked our lives along the way. I've been asked to sing this song as a celebration of her contribution to all of us. And I recorded this song, and I was very young, and it changed everything for me. Julie Adams and the Mountain Stage Band are going to join me on it. Rita was 16 years, hazel eyes and chestnut hair. She made the Woolworth counter shine. And Eddie was a sweet romancer and a darn good dancer. And they'd waltz the aisles of the five and dime. Now Eddie played the steel guitar, and his mama cried 'cause he played in the bars. He kept young Rita out late at night. So they married up in Abilene, lost a child in Tennessee. Oh, and still that love survived. 'Cause they'd say, "Dad's a little closer to me. Dad's a little closer now. Dad's a little closer tonight. Dad's a little closer to me. 'Cause it's closing time and love's on sale tonight at this five and dime." Now one of the boys in Eddie's band took a shine to Rita's hand. So Eddie ran off with the bassman's wife. Oh, but he was back by June, singing a different tune, sporting Miss Rita back by his side. And he sang, "Dad's a little closer to me. Dad's a little closer now. Dad's a little closer tonight. Dad's a little closer to me. 'Cause it's closing time and love's on sale tonight at this five and dime." Eddie traveled with the barroom bands till arthritis took his hands, and now he sells insurance on the side. And Rita's got a house to keep, dime store novels and a love so sweet. They dance to the radio late at night, and they sing, "Dad's a little closer to me. Dad's a little closer now. Dad's a little closer tonight." Sing with us now, will you? Dad's a little closer to me. 'Cause it's closing time and love's on sale tonight at this five and dime. Dad's a little closer to me. Dad's a little closer now. Dad's a little closer tonight. Dad's a little closer to me. 'Cause it's closing time and love's on sale tonight at this five and dime. Oh, love's on sale tonight at this five and dime. Thank you. And thanks to Nancy Griffith for all the great music for so many years. We're going to miss you. You're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Our next guest is making her 5th appearance on Mountain Stage. She's a singer-songwriter and was discovered in New York City by Judy Collins in 2006. She's one of the leading voices in the new generation of contemporary folk singer-songwriters. She has a new album called There Used to Be Horses Here, recorded with a group of old friends who call themselves the Orphan Brigade, and they're here with her tonight. It was recorded in 4 days. The songs were written during the 12 months between her son's first birthday and the loss of her dad to cancer. She says he was her biggest supporter and her toughest critic. That, friends, is some intergenerational fodder for the songwriter's life. When big things happen like the juxtaposition of life and death and love, a true songwriter turns inward to process and create from that experience. And along the way, she brings forth for the rest of us a perspective on our own lives. Please welcome back to the Mountain Stage, Amy Speace.
Driving with the top down, baby blue Pontiac, 10 feet off the ground, my brother and me in the back. I'm heading on down the trail. Heading on down the trail. Mama was in the front, her hair coming loose from the pins, Bible in her gloved hands, her eyes closed against the wind. I'm heading on down the trail. I'm heading on down the trail. I once had a dream. They were just out of reach. Tonight the room is quiet, the lights are low like a wish, and everyone's come who's coming, got everything crossed off my list. Daughter, my heart is steady. Daughter, I've got to go. Daughter, my heart is ready for the trail to take me home. I'm heading on down the trail. mountain trail. Driving with the top down, baby blue Pontiac, 10 feet off the ground. My brother and me in the back. Thank you. So my father was born in Elkton, Maryland, and he was a forester over near Blackwater Falls in West Virginia. So I spent my childhood, I was born in Baltimore, and we had a cabin out in Deep Creek Lake, Maryland, and I spent my summers hiking those trails because my father had hiked those trails with his twin brother. And my father passed away of pancreatic cancer, which, if you know that, is a real swift leaving. And I was really lucky to be able to cancel everything I had and be with him. And the night before he passed away, I was holding his hand. It was about 4 o'clock in the morning. He took a deep breath and sat up, and I went and I held his hand, and he seemed like he wanted to say something, and he said, and I said, Dad, what? And he said, I've got to go down that trail. And I knew exactly the trail he was talking about, which was up near Blackwater Falls. And this is the first time I've gotten a chance to sing that song in the state of West Virginia. So. So even though this record does have a lot to do with the grieving of my father, I just want to assure you that it's a happy, fun summer driving record. It is. There's a lot of joy and grief and letting go. This is actually the title track to the record. There used to be horses here, where the grass was left to grow wild, behind the white picket fence. This seemed to go on for a mile. There used to be horses here, on the way up Yellow Springs Road, beautiful amber maize, with the sun gleaming off of their coats. And I wanted to see them that day in October, running fast up the hill to the sky. I wanted to see them fly off to forever one more time, one more time. Used to be horses here. My father knew the owner from church. They've torn down the old brick house. Now there's just a big hole in the earth. And I wanted to see them that day in October, running fast up the hill to the sky. I wanted to see them fly off to forever. One more time, one more time. There used to be horses here, when Dad had his house in the trees, wherever they took them. Well, I hope it's a place they run free. And I wanted to see them that day in October, running fast up the hill to the sky. I wanted to see them fly off to forever one more time. And I came back to see him so I could remember the faded blue of his eyes. I wanted to see him fly off to forever one more time, one more time. One more time. Thank you. On my far right is Nielsen Hubbard from Jackson, Mississippi. On my far left is from the great state of Kentucky, Josh Britt. And right next to me is my dear friend, well, they're all my dear friends, but Ben Glover from Northern Ireland. And together, these guys are a band called the Orphan Brigade, and I knew I wanted to do this record with them. They're all my closest friends and co-writers, and we wrote some of the songs on this record, and this one came about in my East Nashville apartment. And basically, I wanted to do a song about, I wanted to do a song, I knew the title of the song would be Hallelujah Train, but I didn't know anything else, but I knew it needed some sort of fire and brimstone religious imagery. But I grew up Catholic. Kind of never read the Bible as Catholics are wont to do. You know, we have it read to us when we're sleeping in church. But, you know, Josh being from Kentucky and, you know, Nielsen being from Jackson, Mississippi, down the Bible, but I figured I could count on them to bring the Pentecostal flavor, you know, to a song called Hallelujah Train. This is what we wrote together. Here you go. Steel on steel, chug a chug a wheel, steam rising high, high above the hill. Hear the trumpets blow. Everyone aboard, roaring like a lion, calling out my soul. Oh, glory, glory, hallelujah. Ride that hallelujah train. Heading up on yonder, came through Galilee, bound for New Jerusalem. train. Seals are breaking open, and fire coming down,
Fire coming down,
smoking prayer to heaven, in an angel's sound. Oh, glory, glory, hallelujah. Oh, glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. I'm gonna ride that hallelujah train. Gonna ride that hallelujah train. Yeah, gonna ride that hallelujah train. The Orphan Brigade. It is so much fun to be back here. I appreciate every time I've been here. Last time I was here was a couple 3 years ago, and I had just written this song. And I don't know, I was nutso because I said, well, maybe I'll play a song I just wrote last week on Mountain Stage. And then I did, and I decided I've rewritten it since then. But this was the title track to my 2019 record that came out, and I was supposed to tour it in 2020. So at this point, I'm on a 2-record release tour, which means like 4 shows, and they're all masked. So anyway, this is called Me and the Ghost of Charlemagne, and I wrote it in a little town called Aachen, Germany, which is on the edge of Holland. And as tours go, you do a show, and people afterwards come up to you and they say, you know, this is this town, you've got to go see this cathedral, you have to go see this monument, and you basically have to get up in the morning and drive to the next place, so you feel terrible. But everybody was telling me that Aachen, Germany is where Charlemagne was born and he died, and his bones are interred in the cathedral, and I must go see the cathedral. Well, that night, my hotel room actually faced the cathedral, which meant the tower bells rang on every hour. And I never got any sleep, but I spent the entire night Googling because I'm terrible at history and I couldn't remember a thing about Charlemagne except his name, which is kind of what I was starting to write about. So this is Me and the Ghost of Charlemagne. On the western edge of Germany, where the emperor lived and died, the tower bells cut through the quiet of the early evening sky. They say his body's buried here, and I could see the bones, but I've had enough of castles, they're just cold, made of stone. And I'm out here on my own, trying to keep this thing on track. Every day I quit this job, by night I take it back. I've got a few more minutes in this tiny room off stage before it's me and the ghost of Charlemagne. Then I'll sneak out through the back after the after party starts. I'll be too tired after 2 sets to be safe near any bar, and all these surface conversations in a language not my own reminds me how far away I am from any home. Although tonight out there I felt close to the flame, by morning I'll be hauling luggage through the rain. Though it's rental cars and chain motels, cafes with clever names, some nights it's me and the ghost of Charlemagne. We all want to leave behind a thing that says that we were here before we died. Something more than just a castle in the air. So we You know the moment when the dreamer meets the dream and it's a lie. After years of climbing up, I see it's just the same damn sky, and the clouds that kings have pondered, oh, they look a lot like mine. We dream because we know that we're running out of time, and we're carpenters hammering at nails, building arcs, chasing after whales, tilting at windmills and hunting a grail. These little rhymes and relics, may they live beyond my name, 'cause in the end they're all that will remain of me and the ghost of Charlemagne. Thank you.
Amy Speace. Take a bow, Amy. Whew. So that song, Me and the Ghost of Charlemagne, in early 2020, was named Song of the Year by the UK Americana Association. Yeah. I was sitting backstage listening to Amy play that, and I remembered right before she went to the show, got on the plane and went to the show, she played that song for me in my living room, and I just burst into tears at the end of it. She grew up in Baltimore, as she said, and was a precocious kid. She learned to read at 3 and started writing poetry at 5, and by 8 she'd learned to play the piano, so it's no surprise that she wound up being a songwriter. Her new album is There Used to Be Horses Here. We hope you'll take a look at our website, mountainstage.org, and there you'll find links to our podcast, and you can follow us on just about every form of social media. And of course, we invite you to follow us to a live show sometime. You can find out where we'll be and get your tickets right there at mountainstage.org. Our next guests are a female folk music supergroup based in Austin, Texas. They're called Nobody's Girl, and they are Betty Sue, Rebecca Loby, and Grace Pettis. These three have been friends for a decade. They first met at the Kerrville Folk Festival, where each of them has won the prestigious annual New Folk Award. They say they formed by a happy accident. They thought it'd be fun to do some dates together for a few weeks, and they went in the studio and cut a song to promote the tour, Tracy Chapman's Fast Car, and they discovered their voices were synergistic, and so was their writing, and so was their live performance. They just released their first full-length album called, appropriately, Nobody's Girl. And it's clear that they bring out the best in each other and that they're having a great time. Please welcome Nobody's Girl.
First you learn to breathe. Nobody has to teach you. Then you learn to walk. Now nobody can reach you. Where you're running to? Does ivy need to climb? Or is it just her custom to leave the ground behind, lingering and lonesome? Where you running to? Where you running to? Run wild, run free, run to where you need to be. Maybe one day you'll run home. Lark upon a ledge sings into the morning. Where'd you leave your nest? Did you hang off without warning? Where you running to? Where you running to? Run wild, run free, run to where you need to be. Maybe one day you'll run home to me. The tide's gone rushing out, and the bumblebees returning. Geese are flying south. April skies are storming. Where you running to? 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 were on the sidelines to the tip. Right there, standing in the bleachers when they crowned my sister queen. And right there, every photo online I've ever seen. Number one mom for a new family, but left me when I was 3. And what do you do? What do you do with that? My dad put his father's bronze star in a case on his nightstand. But most of what his daddy gave him was the back of his hand. He was a war hero and a real fair boss and a church-going man. The bruises fade, but it never stops hurting where the punches land. And what do you do? What do you do with that rock beneath the surface you just started to scratch? Answers to the questions you don't know how to ask yourself. How do you care what you can't give back? Oh, you've inherited after the fact. What do you do? Your family came to this country in chains, to a place that didn't care where they were from, and they tried to erase their names. And my family still lives on the land we bought with blood and pain. And when our kids start asking, what do we tell them? How do we explain that right beneath the surface you just started to scratch? Answers to the questions you don't know how to ask yourself. How do you care what you can't give back? Oh, you've inherited after the fact. What do you do? What do you do with that?
Thank you so much. We're going to get the fantastic Mountain Stage Band out here. While they're setting up, thought we'd tell you a few things you might not know about us, although Kathy's intro was pretty thorough, I will say. But did you know that Grace Pettis, this tall red-headed drink of water to my left, your right, comes from northeastern Alabama. She lived on a tiny mountain with like 17 people on it, and she is not only the youngest woman, but also the oldest man in our band, coming in fast and hard with the dad jokes, pretty much constantly. She's also guaranteed the biggest Star Trek fan in this room. So now you know something about Grace Pettis. My name's Rebecca Loby. I also grew up in the South. I grew up in Georgia, and you might not know this, but I was on my high school wrestling team. Why, thank you. You might be thinking, wow, Rebecca, your high school had a girls' wrestling team. That's very progressive for Sandy Springs, Georgia. No, they did not. On my right, your left, we have the incredible, the talented Ms. Betty Sue. She grew up in Spring, Texas. She does a lot of things in her spare time. She can sew pretty much anything. She recently designed and sold a planner, which is really incredible. And she also just released a brand new single of Ain't Livin' Long Like This by Rodney Crowell. It's very exciting. I just had to plug that since he is the headliner of this very show. Just felt worth mentioning. Now, we've all been singer-songwriters and friends for over a decade, but for this record, what we think makes it extra special is that these are all songs that we all three wrote together. Every song on the record, we sat down for big, long, juicy co-writes. And we're gonna dive into another one of those for you right now. This is called Promised Land.
Saw your face in the stars last night, shining down from a clear black sky. Colorado turned out the lights. 1,000 miles from California, say 1,000 more to the Blue Ridge Mountains, all in the cradle of your weary city full of government tents, kids trying to sleep over subway vents, keeping watch over cold cement. No vote in North Dakota with a native ID. Churches shot in New Jersey, Kansas, Tennessee. We're all waking up from the same lost tree. To the right, is there a sign on your neighbor's barn that makes you wonder how we went so wrong? Show me a side we can all get on. An 8-foot flag with just his hands and a pile of rags. Sometimes all we need
Thank you so much. We are so thrilled to be here. Like so many other bands, we're really all about harmony, so this past year and a half has been a little bit of a challenge. But it's so great to be back and to be with all of you folks tonight. This next song is one of the very first songs we ever wrote together, and it was kind of how we knew we were going to be a thing.
You're not such a good idea. I'm pulling for it. My friends wouldn't give us a green light. I wanna floor it. When you call me after midnight, I want you more than I should. Then you stop by trying to act like you were just in the neighborhood. What'll I do? What'll I do? What'll I do about you? About you? What'll I do? What'll I do? What'll I do about you? About you? About you? You're gonna be a poet, maybe a chef. Yeah, you're pretty and you know it. Not a safe bet. I can see you just got a tattoo. Is that supposed to be Van Gogh? You wanna stay here 'cause your rent's due something like 3 months ago. What'll I do? What'll I do? What'll I do about you? About you? What'll I do? What'll I do? What'll I do about you? About you? About you? What'll I do? I'm in trouble now. What'll I do? I'm in deep and I don't wanna now. What'll I know? I should run, but I don't know how. What'll I know? I'm in trouble now. What'll I do? What'll I do? What'll I do about you? About you? What'll I do? What'll I do? What'll I do about you? About you? What'll I do? What'll I do? What'll I do about you? About you? What'll I do? What'll I do? What'll I do about you? About you? About you? Thank you so much. We're Nobody's Girl.
Nobody's girl. Nobody's girl. Woo! That was more like folk and roll to me. They were great. Nobody's girl. As solo artists, they have more than 15 albums to their credit. And when they first got together for a writing retreat, they played their first 2 songs for their hosts and were offered a record deal on the spot. And they hadn't even played a single gig together yet. Their new album is Nobody's Girl. And as an aside, I met Grace Pettis at the Bluebird Cafe years ago. I met Rebecca Lobe here at Mountain Stage, one of the first times I ever hosted, and she gave me a lesson in how to use a t-shirt to do your hair. And I have a memory of Betty Sue, who is an old friend of my husband John's, sitting at my kitchen table when she was visiting Nashville quite a few years ago now, explaining to me how that newfangled thing called Twitter works. It's good to know the young people. We'd like to say a special hello to you right now if you're listening over WHFR in Dearborn, Michigan, and over KSBA in Coos Bay, Oregon. Thank you so much. We hope you can join us next week, too, when we welcome Ani DeFranco, Hayes Carl, Dar Williams, and Mipso from the Clay Center here in Charleston, West Virginia. This is Kathy Mattea, and you're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Mountain Stage is supported in part by this station and by West Virginia Public Broadcasting. Hotel accommodations for Mountain Stage guests are provided by the Charleston Marriott Town Center Hotel, centrally located for the business and pleasure traveler in downtown Charleston's retail district. This is Mountain Stage from NPR. Hello again, and welcome back to the second hour of Mountain Stage. I'm Kathy Mattea, and I'm so glad you joined us, and I know you will be too. Our next performer was born in Scotland but moved to Australia at a young age. He's best known as the lead singer of the 80s band Men at Work, which was where we all first heard his distinctive tenor and learned what Vegemite is. He's had a prolific solo career since those days, including a stint in Ringo Starr's All-Star Band, which is important to me because Ringo was my favorite Beatle. He has a new album out, his 14th solo album, called I Just Don't Know What to Do With Myself. It's an album of covers, and I just played it over and over again when I heard it. This is a wonderful singer revisiting some old favorites during a period of isolation and introspection. And it really celebrates the way music and songs anchor us in our lives. Please welcome Colin Hay.
Hello there. I've got masked beard. It's a song called "Tumbling Down," and this is your bit. I don't know whether you expected to sing or not, but it's very simple, and it's Sunday after all. It goes like this: tumbling down, tumbling down, tumbling down, tumbling down. Try that. Tumbling down. Down, tumbling down, tumbling down. All right. dropped a coin and I'm wishing well, but it's a long time drive. I watch that old Greyhound bus kick up dust as it rolls on by. I asked the man at the station, he said, son, just take a look around. There hasn't been a train through here since it all came tumbling down. Come tumbling down. Come tumbling down. Come tumbling, come tumbling, come tumbling down. I'm not a drinking man no more, but this one night I got lost. I've never been much of a dancer, but this night I surely was. I made it out to the cottonwoods, slept with my ear down to the ground. And in my dreams I can hear the screams as it all came tumbling down. Come tumbling down. Come tumbling down. Come tumbling, come tumbling, come tumbling down. The corridors are all empty, and there's a child sitting on the stairs. She's seen everything there is to see. Somehow she still cares. They took her ride on the Ferris wheel, made of glass and steel and such. Now it's melting in the sun, it's not worth all that much. I raise my hands up to the sky as we climb to higher ground. Let's just keep on dancing until it all comes tumbling down. Come tumbling down. Come tumbling down. Come tumbling, come tumbling down. Come tumbling down. Come tumbling down. Come tumbling down. Come tumbling, come tumbling down. Come tumbling down. Well, as Kathy said, as many of us did, we had a lot of time on our hands in the last year and a half. I was sitting around the house, and I thought, well, I've had breakfast. Now what? So I thought I'd record an album of songs that had informed and inspired me for all my life. I was lucky enough to grow up in a music shop. My mother and father had a music shop in Scotland. It's very exciting between the years of 58 and 67. So play a couple of those songs for you. Are you okay, by the way? You all right? I just don't know what to do with myself. I just don't know what to do with myself. I'm so used to doing everything with you, planning everything for two, and now that we're through, I just don't know what to do with my time. lonesome for you, it's a crime. Going to a movie only makes me sad. Parties make me feel as bad when I'm not with you. I just don't know what to do. Like a summer road needs the sun and rain. I need your sweet love to beat all the pain. I just don't know what to do with myself. I just don't know what to do with myself. Baby, if your new love ever turns you down, come back, I will be around, just waiting for you. I just don't know what to do. Like a summer rose needs the sun and rain. I need your sweet love to beat all the pain. I just don't know what to do with myself. I just don't know what to do with myself. Baby, if your new love ever turns you down, come on back, I will be around, just waiting for you. I just don't know what to do. No, don't know what else to do. I just don't know what to do. I'm no good by myself. Thank you. So I got on the ship called the Fair Star in June 1967 to go from that small group of islands in the North Atlantic to the New World. It's very exciting. I was about 14 years old. And this next song was playing as I was leaving. It was playing through the sound system on the pier by the Great Kinks. It's called Waterloo Sunset. Yes. Dirty old river, must you keep rolling into the night? People so busy make me feel dizzy. Taxi light shines so bright, but I don't need no friend. As long as I gaze on Waterloo sunset, I am in paradise. Every day I look at the world from my window. Chilly, chilly's evening time. Waterloo sunset's fine. Terry meets Julie, Waterloo Station, every Friday night. But I am so lazy, don't want to wander, I stay at home at night. But I don't feel afraid, as long as I gaze on Waterloo sunset, I am in paradise. Sha-la-la. millions of people swarming like flies round New Wonderland. But Terry and Julie cross over the river where they feel safe and sound. And they don't need no friend as long as I gaze on Waterloo sunset in paradise. Waterloo sunset's fine. Waterloo sunset's fine. Waterloo sunset's fine. So I got all these guitar changes. You really only need one, you know, but they all stand by the door before you leave and go, pick me. I want to come too. So what happened was, you know, when this pandemic happened, I had this new record which was ready to release, but of course we weren't going to tour, so we decided to release it next year. So that's why I released this record of covers right now. But I have a new record coming in the new year of new material called it's called Now and the Evermore, which was also kind of inspired by the fact that we were sitting around with this potentially deadly virus. So I thought, well, if you love somebody or if you feel something for someone, you should tell them, you know, because you never know what's around the corner. It's called Now and the Evermore. Woke up Sunday morning, Salvation Army at my door, playing on with Christian soldiers till I couldn't take it anymore. I ran across the graves at night with those three witches at my tail. I heard the wail of the now and the evermore. All things are never equal, and I don't know who is keeping score. Nobody gets a sequel, no. Everyone gets shown the door. I'll be counting on the rising sun to give me all my waking days, until it sets upon the now and the ever. Goodbye to the life we knew. Don't save it till the end. It could be me, it could be you, or some old long lost friend. If I'm calling out your name, I know if you can hear me, you will come. You can leave a note or light a flame, sing a song, or even bang a drum. I saw the Lady Katrina, she was all a jangling at the bar, playing an Italian concertina. Oh, you know, she's really quite the star. She told me everything's a circle dance, and we have been here many times before. We're all a part of the now and the ever. Goodbye to the waterside. Aha. This is a good song. Can get to sleep, think about the implications of diving in too deep, possibly the complications, especially at night. I worry over situations, I know we'll be alright, perhaps it's just imagination. Day after day, reappear. Night after night, my heartbeat shows the fear. Ghosts appear and fade away. Run between the sheets only brings exasperation. It's time to walk the streets, smell the desperation. At least there's pretty lights, and though there's little variation, it nullifies the night from overkill. Day after day reappears. Night after night, my heartbeat shows the fear. Ghosts appear and fade away. Come back another day. Sleep. I think about the implications of diving in too deep, and possibly the complications, especially at night. I worry over situations that I know it'll be alright. It's just overkill. Day after day reappears. Night after night, my heartbeat shows the fear. Ghosts appear and fade away. Ghosts appear and fade away. Ghosts appear and fade away. Thank you. Time for one more song, I think. All these fine musicians, basically, well, not all of them, but I basically stole almost all of them from my wife here. My wife here, Cecilia Noel, the one, the only. But I met all these other musicians through Cecilia, and they were working with her, and they were hanging around the house, so I put them to work. From Camagüey, Cuba, on the bass guitar, Mr. Yosmel Montejo. From Grandma, Cuba, on guitar, Mr. San Miguel Perez. And from Havana, Cuba, on the drums, Mr. Jimmy Branley. Sheila Gonzalez is not from Cuba. She's from Guatemala. And from Lima, Peru, the one, the only, leader of Cecilia Noel and the Wild Clams, the one, the only, queen of Salsoul, Cecilia Noel.
I'm from Soul Coast, Ayrshire, Scotland, via Australia, via Los Angeles. Put your hands together for the one and only Colin Hay.
As you can see, we're a band full of immigrants. I say we're a band full of immigrants. Any minute now, a ship is coming in. Keep checking the horizon, and I'll stand on the bow, feel the waves come crashing down, down, down on me. And you say, be still, my love. Open up your heart. Let the light shine in. Don't you understand? I already have a plan. I'm waiting for my real life to begin. Today, suddenly nothing happened, but in my dreams I slew the dragon and up this cobbled lane. Walking in my own footsteps once again. And you say, just be here now. Forget about the past. The mask is wearing thin. Just let me throw one more dice. I know that I can win. Waiting for my real life to begin. 'Cause any minute now, a ship is coming in. I'll keep checking the horizon, and I'll check my machine, sure to be that cold. It's gonna happen soon, soon, or so very soon. Just that time's a lead. Be still, my love. Open up your heart. Let the light shine in. Don't you understand? Oh, I a clear day, I can see. Sing for a long way. Thank you very much. Take care.
Colin Hay! Ah, that was so great. How does he do that? How does he sing up there in the stratosphere? It's amazing. He's been cited as an influence by musicians as diverse as Metallica, the Lumineers, and the infamous String Dusters. And some of you may have seen him on TV in The Larry Sanders Show, A Million Little Things, or Scrubs. He's also currently in a Netflix documentary called This Is Pop, recalling a legendary performance at the US Festival in the 80s. That last song, Waiting for My Real Life to Begin, is also the title of a 2015 documentary on Colin Hay. His new album is I Just Don't Know What to Do With Myself, and next year look for Now and the Evermore. It's time for our pianist Bob Thompson, and he's chosen an original piece when he wrote tonight called Shine a Light. That was Bob Thompson with Shine a Light, a song he wrote himself. You're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. If you have questions or suggestions for us, our email address is feedback@mountainstage.org. You can also connect with us on Facebook and Twitter and peek behind the scenes on our Instagram. You can find all those links at our website, mountainstage.org. Our final guest tonight is a songwriter, performer, producer, and author. He is one of the most respected songwriters in any genre. He was Americana when Americana wasn't called Americana. He was an original member of Emmylou Harris's Hot Band. He recorded 2 duet albums with her in recent years as well. He has a new recording released earlier this year called Triage. It's his 18th studio album. And it came out of an experience with a benign form of amnesia called transient global amnesia, which was thankfully temporary. Please welcome back to the Mountain Stage, Rodney Crowell.
One fine morning when the wild geese fly, I'm taking my chances on the sunny side. I'm headed down south where the grass grows tall, where the mockingbird's singing and the whippoorwill call. The Spanish moss on the Natchez Trace, Gulf wind blowing white across my face. French girls dancing to a big bang drum, back down south where I come from, where the river flows like warm molasses. Rain fogs up my reading glasses, honeysuckle strong enough to curl your hair. Back down there. One fine morning gonna pull up stakes, I'm gonna chalk it all up as just a bad mistake. I'm gonna hit the decks running, bid a fond farewell, and by the time I get to Memphis I'll be out of my shell. Ah, the cotton fields just as white as snow, sweet magnolia blossoms grow, a big moon shining like an ice cream cone, back down south where I belong, where the river flows like milk and honey. The nights are slow and the eggs are runny. I wouldn't mind sitting in a rocking chair. Back down there, Jewel of the south, across my heart, shut my mouth. Come the morning, I'll be home in the sweet Delta dawn. One fine morning, and it won't be long, I'm leaving out early with my glad rags on. I'm gonna pull a little wool off my own two eyes and sharpen my senses counting railroad ties. And when the mile-long trestle makes a clickety-clack, the whole dang town is gonna welcome me back. I got the ticket to the land of the sugar cane, back down on the Poncha train, where the river flows like Grand Marnier. Sweet olive takes my breath away. Sunday morning walking on the Jackson Square, back down there. Jewel of the South, across my heart, shut my mouth. Come the morning, I'll be home in the sweet Delta dawn. Come the morning, I'll be home in the sweet Delta dawn. Thank you. Here's a song that Emmylou Harris and I wrote as a protest. And we had a list of things we were protesting, but, you know, probably in the end it just turned into a good song for you to understand how well these folks up here can play. Smoking down the track, I'm a fireball mill, blowing coal so black, can't even see the red. 40 tons of steel, baby, behind a driving wheel, pulls the weight of the world. Coming up the road, another rubber trifle, they got us hooked on oil till the pipeline blows. It's such a shame to see, baby, adding World War III to the weight of the world. We knocked the top of a mountain without near a shrub, poisoned us up a river with the devil's own slug. It's the American dream, but if you live downstream, here come the weight of the world. A ton of plastic bottles headed out to sea, bound to build an island thanks to you and me. Another man-made pearl full of junk we hurl, top the weight of the world. Talk it to me one time. We got to feed the baby, recompense the rent, but we figure out where all the money went. Well, there's a piper to pay, can't get away, run away to the world. Look up in the sky, is it a bird or a plane? Technological lie drove us all insane. Since they sent us reeling, the only thing we're feeling is a way to the world. First we get so numb, and then we all succumb to the way to the world. Thank you. I think Kathy was kind enough to mention I have a new record. It's called Triage. I'm going to play the title song from the album. And this song I wrote for my friend, songwriter, producer Joe Henry, who was dealing with some serious health issues that could have been really bleak, but he was so willing to hold the center of his being and be vulnerable, be afraid, be triumphant. In the end, he won out, and I made this song for him. And with that man, you got to reach high. I think I know what love is. Forgiveness for a start. Room for those you love to hate somewhere inside your heart. There are those who say that love is naught but gossip column news or roller skates that fasten to the bottom of your shoes. Love. Some say love's a meditation on everything we are. Good, bad, and indifferent, self-righteous and bizarre. It's right there in the crosshair, our every last mistake. The sinners we've made holy, the saints we burned at stake. If love is revelation and love with us receive, it all comes down to knowing less than most of us alone believe. Love. If you're asking me what love is, here's what I might say. You can find it out there anywhere, on any given day. It's an endless stream of consciousness, obtained in drips and drabs, and a chance to do the right thing when there's no one keeping tabs. If love is what we make it, as you reap, so you sow. The yang and yin, the where and when, the first and last to come and go. Love is all creation. Love is manifest. It's love when we're all given life, and love when we're all laid to rest. We're going to play a couple more tunes off the LP. Doesn't it sound good to say LP? LP download. This is called Something Has to Change. Two kids at a stoplight, wiping windshields in the snow, sticking close together now, trying to make a go. In a nickel and dime world, it's catch as catch can. If you've never been there, you won't understand. It's greed, it's not money, through which evil works. The haves and the have-nots, just one of the perks. Where faith has a purpose, life has a choice. We can't live in fear like this and in trembling rejoice. Someday, somehow, something has to change. Am I ready for times such as these? Emphatically no. Though I did see it coming a long time ago. Way out in the cosmos, past its never-ending swirl, there's a power much greater than those that would conquer the world. Someday, somehow, something has to change. Someday, somehow, something has to change. Thank you. You know, you don't know where these songs are coming from, and this one came to me one day when I was going into the kitchen to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And it really deals with, mortality from the get-go, and, what equalizes mortality any more than a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. There's a voice I can hear that's not my own, and it comes from a place void of fear. It's the sound of the wind as it circles the night, and of raindrops on rooftops made of tin. It was there on the day I came into this world, and will surely be there in the end. This body isn't all there is to who I am. What you see is the least of what you get. When my life runs its course, I'll return to the source. Till that day, come what may, not there yet. Had I known what I know a long time ago, who can say of my life something more? But then who's to say that there was some other way that I could open and close every door? This body isn't all there is to who I am. What you see is the least of what you get. When my life runs its course, I'll return to the source. Till that day, come what may, not there yet. Till that day, shall we say, no, not yet. There's a voice I can hear that's not my own. Thank you. I looked for trouble and I found it, son. Dragged down a barrel of a lawman's gun. I try to run, but I don't think I can. You make one move and you're a dead man, friend. I ain't living long like this. I can't live it all like this. Can I, baby? He said the hangouts on behind my back. Then left me freezing on a steel rail rack. They got 'em all in a jailhouse, baby. I ain't living long like this. Grew up in Houston off a West Side Drive. Son of a cop, it's some all-night dive. Dad drove a stock car to an early death. All I remember was a drunk man's breath. I ain't living long like this. I can't live it all like this. Can I, baby? Y'all know the story how the wheel goes round. Don't let them take you to the man downtown. They got 'em all in a jailhouse, baby. I ain't living long like this. I can't live it all like this. Can I, baby? Yeah. I live for Angel, she's a roadhouse queen. Make Texas Ruby look like Sandra Dee. I wanna love her, but I don't know how. Down on the bottom of the jailhouse, and I ain't living long like this. I can't live it all like this. Can I, baby? Y'all know the story about the jailhouse rock. Go on and do it, but just don't get caught. They got 'em all in a jailhouse, baby. I ain't living long like this. I can't live it all like this. Can I, baby? Zachariah Hickman on bass guitar, Amy McLaughlin on violin, Catherine Marks on the piano, And on the pots and pans, Glenn Karuba. Thank you so very much.
Rodney Crowell, Rodney Crowell, Rodney Crowell. That was so fun. It was so great. Oh, man. He's a two-time Grammy winner. He's a member of the Nashville Songwriters Association's Hall of Fame, and he has written 15 #1 songs, including 5 of his own. If I told you all of his awards, we'd be here all night. Look for him in the new documentary about his friend Guy Clark called Without Getting Killed or Caught. His new album is Triage. That was Rodney Crowell. Yeah. Thank you very much to Rodney Crowell, and thanks to all our guests, Colin Hay, Amy Speace, Nobody's Girl, and Jordan Tice. Thanks to you out there listening on the radio, because without you, there'd be no Mountain Stage. We never forget that. I hope you'll come back next week when we come to you from the Clay Center with Ani DeFranco, Hayes Carl, Dar Williams, and Mipso. Mountain Stage is produced by Larry Gross and Adam Harris. Associate producers are Jeff Shirley and Vasilia Skoras. Assistant producer is John Ingram. Production manager is Paul Flaherty. We're engineered by Patrick Stevens, Richie Collins, Jim Raines, with production assistance by Michael Lipton, Mary Lee, Lance Schrader, Chris Mead, and Big J. Photographic services are provided by Brian Blauser. Promotion is coordinated by Vasilia Skoras, John Ingram, and Music in Motion Promotions. Special thanks to Mountain Stage members Walter and Sean Williams for their generous support. Lodging is provided by the Marriott Town Center Hotel, centrally located for the business and pleasure traveler in downtown Charleston. We hope you'll be able to go see some live music just as soon as you can, whenever it's safe. You've been listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. All right, we're going to go out with a little Texas Roadhouse blues. This is an old Delbert McClinton song. We came out west together with a common desire. The fever we had might have set the West Coast on fire. 2 months later, got trouble in mind. Oh, my baby moved out and left me behind. But it's alright, 'cause it's midnight and I got 2 more bottles of wine. Amy Speace.
The way he left sure turned my head around. It seems like overnight it just up and put me down. Ain't gonna let it bother me today, 'cause I've been working and I'm too tired anyway. But it's alright, 'cause it's midnight and I got 2 more bottles of wine.
Bob Thompson on the piano. Michael Lipton on the guitar. Betty Sue.
Well, we came out west together with a common desire. And the fever we had might have set the West Coast on fire. 2 months later, got trouble in mind, 'cause my baby left me far behind.
But it's alright, 'cause it's midnight and I got 2 more bottles of wine. Bridge, bridge, bridge. There are 1,600 miles from the people I know. I've been doing all I can, but opportunity sure comes slow. Well, I'd be in the sun all day, but I'm sweeping out a warehouse in West LA. But it's alright. Damon McLaughlin. All right, Rich. I'm 1,600 miles from the people I know. I've been doing all I can with opportunity sure comes slow. Well, I should be in the sun all day, but I'm sleeping out a warehouse in West LA. But it's alright, 'cause it's midnight and I got 2 more bottles of wine. Tag it now. It's alright, 'cause it's midnight and I got 2 more bottles. One more for Emmylou. It's alright, 'cause it's midnight and I got 2 more bottles of wine.
Support for Mountain Stage is provided by Bailey and Glasser and by the West Virginia Tourism Office. This is NPR.